The Munich Security Conference opens this hour, bringing the world leaders together a week ahead of the first anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. For the first time, Russia and Iran were not invited. A U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris is set to convey Washington's continuing commitment to Kyiv. U.S.-China ties will also be in focus as tensions deepen over the alleged Chinese spy balloon over American territory. There is speculation that top diplomats from both sides, and that's Antony Blinken and Wang, will hold talks on the sidelines. Germany's defense minister says this annual meeting is more important than ever.
Neu ist, dass das jetzt stattfindet, während zeitgleich ein Angriffskrieg auf europäischem Boden von Russland geführt wird gegen die Ukraine. Das ist neu, das erhöht aber noch mal den Anspruch an die Konferenz, auch vor dem Hintergrund der Tatsache, dass der Angriff auf die Ukraine kein rein europäischer Konflikt, keine rein europäische Angelegenheit ist, denn es reicht weit darüber hinaus. So wie die Ambitionen Russlands auch, wie man sehen kann, ob wir über den Nahen und Mittleren Osten sprechen, andere Regionen in Osteuropa, Afrika, aber auch der Indopazifik.
For more, Trent Murray joins us live from Munich. Trent, 3 days of meetings here. Is the Munich Security Conference traditionally the sort of platform where we can expect any kind of concrete outcomes?
Not necessarily bilateral and trilateral announcements that we should expect. This is more of a point of discussion in which people will come together to discuss not just security concerns, but ongoing work that needs to be done on Western alliances, particularly NATO. We expect 40 world leaders will attend this conference, as well as around 100 foreign and defence ministers. And there, of course, this get-together coming very much under the shadow of the war in Ukraine, which continues to take place. I think some of the things to really look out for will be more weapons commitments to Ukraine. Of course, this question continues to swirl around NATO allies around whether to hand over fighter aircraft that the Ukrainians have been requesting. But also there is a real understanding and urgency now on the question of ammunition. It seems that the Ukrainians are really working through the supplies that have been given to them by Western nations, and so certainly faster than Western nations are able to manufacture them at the moment. And so right now we understand that there are conversations happening between the likes of Germany and the United States around trying to step up the manufacturing base, and all of that will of course form part of the discussions here. Other areas of course include cyber security and the ongoing relationship with Russia. As you said, Russia would normally get an invite to this meeting, but this year it has not been invited given its full-scale invasion of Ukraine almost 12 months ago.
Trent, you mentioned trilats and bilats because these bilateral meetings are relatively informal compared to the official conference itself. What are you expecting to come out of these bilateral meetings?
Yeah, they are. It's quite often difficult to get a handle on when and where they will occur. They're often impromptu, but I think some of the big ones that we are watching out for will be that meeting between US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and his Chinese counterpart Wang, but certainly European defence very much under the microscope here as well. And so that is why we expect later today there will be a big meeting, an informal one on the sidelines between Chancellor Scholz, French President Emmanuel Macron, Rishi Sunak of the United Kingdom, as well as Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the US. Separately, we also expect a bilateral meeting between Rishi Sunak and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, and that is because the two sides seem to be on the brink of hammering out a final deal on the issue of Northern Ireland, which of course is very much still in play here following Brexit. So look, plenty going on, a lot of world leaders arriving now, including as some that you can probably see behind me there. It will be a very busy 3 days. This has normally been a bit of an academic event. It's been going on since 1963, but I think this year there is a sense that it is very, very real and very, very urgent, given just, less than 1,000 kilometres away there is a very real war now raging on the European continent.
All right, thanks for that. Trent Murray with an update from Munich.